Singapore has always been a trading and maritime hub. Since the 14th century, we were known as Temasek, which is an old Malay term which means seaport. But since then, we have grown in many ways. We are still one of the busiest transshipment hubs in the world. We see global trading companies as our key partners in growing the trading sector in Singapore. Many of these companies are facing fairly challenging times. The markets are turbulent and they have to navigate this turbulence even as they are trying to transit into a more sustainable state for the environment. We see Singapore's demands for green energy not only as an end in itself, but actually as a way to also kickstart the whole green energy market throughout Asia.
ENGIE is a French utility with a very strong commitments towards the sustainability and energy transition. The trading floor, which is one of the state-of-art trading floor in helping clients on their energy management as well as on their decarbonization strategies. Singapore is one of the leading countries taking a strong step in promoting the use of carbon credits to help use of them for the purpose of mitigating some of the emissions and mitigating some of the requirements to become net zero. It's a niche market, it's a new market. So it requires the government support. It requires that regulatory framework to be defined properly for it to grow. Singapore itself is one of the leaders in adopting new technologies when it comes to the innovation. Semakau Island helps us to integrate various renewable energy sources as well as the storage facilities. It's a combination of something like a solar, wind, hydrogen, and that can help us to serve the climate energy transition for the future.
We have a very deep R&D ecosystem which can help many of these firms produce new products and new processes for their needs. We also help many of our global trading firms recruit people from all over the world as well as train their local workforce. Yara International is a good example. It's a producer of fertilizers from Norway.
Yara has been in Singapore for a number of decades, but just before COVID, Yara made the strategic decision to change its operating model and regionalize. Singapore was selected as our regional headquarters for both Africa and Asia because of its proximity to the markets which we serve. The government is also super supportive in terms of enabling environments, connecting with startups within the ecosystem here in Singapore. We set up Thrive. It's an innovation collab. It is specifically focused on addressing food systems transformation for smallholder farmers. The hub really focuses on three key areas: decarbonization, regenerative agriculture, and impact. A lot of the work that we've done to date is around digital and digitalization of the knowledge that we have today, to see how we can leverage AI, data and technology to support farmer decision-making on field. AI is one of those areas that there is a significant move towards. And what we see within this ecosystem here is that there's also a lot of investment in supporting those technologies that will be part of our future solutions.
Singapore is the greatest place for global trading companies to operate. We are a significant player across all commodity asset classes. There are very few places that have that. And increasingly, when commodity markets do not behave in isolation, but have cross currents between each other, food security, global emissions, biodiversity, and we do have a fairly rich research ecosystem here that can produce solutions to address some of this. So all this, I think, put us in a very good position to help many of firms address these challenges.